Hey everybody, welcome. It's Captain Adonis. Woohoo! We're playing some Destroyer the U-Boat Hunter while watching Greyhound. I think it's just called Greyhound. Greyhound the movie. So, yeah. Judge, what is that? Watch streak. Judge, watch streak. Judge Omni is currently on
really
three-stream streak.
Wearing what?
The man
Ooh,
purse.
Judge is a streaker.
It's where I keep all my things. Get a lot of compliments on this. Plus, it's not a man purse. It's called a satchel.
Ahoy, Captain Jimbot TV! Hey, don't forget, guys, tonight, let's do a shout out for Jimbot.
Oh, look, he's struggling to land.
One of these days, I'm gonna. Oh shit! One of these days, I'm gonna play Arma.
How did I just survive?
I don't know if I'd be a helicopter pilot or I'd fly with you, though, Judge or Jim. Although you survived, I don't know if anybody else survived.
Out the beats here.
That's funny. I actually watch a guy. He's like a little bird pilot, and he like flies treetop level, and then like does this 180 reverse spin and drops the guys off. Unbelievable. Gusano! The Emperor Gusano. We watched this one yesterday. This is where you flip the you did a 360 in the tractor. Yeah. So today we're playing Destroyer the U-Boat Hunter. We're prepping for U-Boat. There it is, right there. Woohoo! Yeah, so but he like flies with 3D goggles and flies a little bird. And like I said, he comes in, he does this like 180 turn, flips up and lands and lets everybody off. So I think he can hold like 4 or 6 people, and then off he goes. But he flies like down the streets, you know, under the trees. So he comes in really, really low. Awesome, fantastic pilot. But he always asks him, you want to be dropped off somewhere, or you want to be dropped off? It's like he says, like he wants to be dropped off hot, in a hot zone, fire zone, I guess. I don't know. Another clip for Gusano from the Judge. Nice. Tractor that thought it was... What's the clip? Tractor that thought it could fly. Oh, watch the clip. All right, let me see. Nice. Nice, Gusano. I guess that's the part where you don't have to worry about tractor damage. Flipping through the air. Nice. Nice. Jesus. I don't know why you'd want that much horsepower in your tractor. Well, welcome in, my friends. Phoenix, welcome in. Thank you very much for jumping in the stream. I appreciate all of you. By the way, thanks to Judge. Everybody give him a hand. Yay! Judge was the one who pretty much donated all the money for my birthday present, which should be here Friday. Should be, according to Amazon. But you know how that goes. They say, oh, yeah, it'll be there then. And then they're like, oh, no, it's going to be delayed. So I'm not really worried about it. As soon as it comes in, we'll do an unboxing on stream and do a fashion show of wearing it. So, but I was going to say, guys, tonight, Phoenix, I don't know if you play, but tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on the channel, we're going to play some Starship Troopers Extermination. If you have it, come join us. If you don't, it's no biggie. But if you have it, come join the crew and get in some bug hunting.
What does the fox say?
Holy shit, Gasano.
What the fox say?
Yeah, I'm willing to take a copyright hit on that one. Holy shit, what does the fox say? Yes, the fox says ding 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 ding. Yes, it does. Gasano earned the 10K bit badge. Woohoo! I should make better badges for those. We don't need no stinking badges. Wow. Thank you so much, Gasano. And by the way, yesterday.
It's my birthday! It's my birthday!
Yesterday was my birthday. And do I feel a year older? No, I feel a day older. No, I don't feel a year older. I gave up on birthdays as far as feeling it, a birthday, years ago, like 10, 12 years ago. And I hit like upper 40s, early 50s. I was like, they all see, I don't see any difference in me personally on how I feel. Are you talking to me?
Because you're getting old.
Yeah, whatever. This is why I wear 2 earplugs so I can't hear you. My daughter's over there. Because you're getting old.
I gotta do it for Mom.
So there are 31 days this month. Oh, nice. Okay. So, okay. Payday was late. Yeah. I know. She can suck an egg. So anyway, where was I going? Oh, so the other thing we're doing is my son and I are buying a new camper, a 21-foot camper, for hunting next year. So we found this camper for sale, $3,200. We're gonna go take a look at it. Probably Saturday. I have it set up for Saturday. But the guy works out of town doing construction. So he said anytime after 6 p.m. at night. But, fuck, 6 p.m. at night, it's dark. I want to see it during the day, right? I want to see, what it's like. Yeah, exactly, Judge. It'll be dark. So, I'm trying to do it for Saturday morning. Well, his description, I mean, the pictures look fantastic. He's got it in a storage unit right now. The pictures look great. It's about the perfect size for, it'll be me, my son, and my daughter that'll go. My wife doesn't go camping or hunting. Her idea of camping is going to a Super 8 motel, instead of a Hilton. So that's her idea of camping. Nah, she's just highly allergic to the outdoors. Plants, vegetables, stuff like that. Trees, campfires. She's allergic to everything but air and me. And sometimes I think she's allergic to me. But anyway. So I want to see it during the daylight, and then we'll go from there. It's going to be for next year, so I've got a year to get it up to par where I want it. I got to pick up a generator. My mother was over here, and I was showing her, and she had a motorhome that had all this stuff in it. So she's like, well, if you need pots and pans and blah, blah, blahs and blah, blah, you know, it's like, I got all that. Because she kept it all, right? And she sold her motorhome. It was an older motorhome, but I didn't, you know, I thought about a motorhome, but I really didn't want to go motorhome. Just because now we got another vehicle, right? We got to drive. So I'm not a firm believer in cast iron. Cast iron's a good product, don't get me wrong, if you have the good old cast iron. But this new crap that's out nowadays is just that. It's crap. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another air fryer, because we're going to have a generator, and I'll have an air fryer out there. And then we'll have, you know, like a little portable barbecue or something, you know. Oh, yeah, you could do it for campfire cooking, but it's, right. You know, you're right, Matt. You're right, Phoenix. It's, and they've just gotten so cheap, you know. If you can find old cast iron, now you can still find old cast iron. If you go to like antique stores and what are those other ones? Antique stores and junk stores. Yeah. Lodge is the best brand out there now. But they're, you know, that's like saying Nissan's the best, you know, little pickup that there is. You know, it's still a little pickup. It's still a cheap little pickup, you know, and Lodge is the same way. It's not a bad product by any means, but it's not like the old cast iron. All right. What is she? Sorry, my wife was texting me. Yeah, but see, so there's a lot of fire restrictions up where we go hunting. We're just down the road from a, is it Fish, Wildlife and Parks or Forest Service? I think it's Forest Service. Yeah, it's Forest Service. There's like a Forest Service headquarters. It's like a remote headquarters, and we're like a half a mile from that headquarters. So where we park our camper. So we have to be really law abiding, you know? So, and they have all sorts of restrictions on the campfires, and they monitor it big time. But the nice thing is there's a portable, not a portable, there's a outdoor toilet that they keep stocked, and because it's a half mile from there, it's stocked nice 99% of the time. There's always toilet paper, it's always clean, you know, so because they drive through regularly to make sure the fires are out. So if you're out hunting and your fire is still going, they'll write you a ticket for it. You know, and just like leaving your cooler out. If you leave your cooler outside, that's a bear hazard. And they'll write you a ticket for it, and they'll confiscate the cooler and everything that's in it. So, you know, you got to be really careful. I mean, which is fine, because that just means that it's also being patrolled. So like when we have our generator out, you know, a lot of times we didn't even lock it up until one year my dad and my mom went camping during the summer, and they went way up on top of the mountain all for a day trip, and they came back down, and somebody had gotten into and stole the generator, so they had to buy a new one. But now he changed it down to, you know, changed it to a tree or to the bumper of the motorhome. But Mom got rid of that motorhome, and she still has the generator though, But I would rather, you know, keep that. It's one of those big ones, you know, it's got like the bars. You got to grab and then wheel it somewhere. I don't think I need one that big. I think I just need a smaller generator. Maybe like a 650. I don't know, 750. I gotta, once we get the camper, I gotta see what the power pole, the drain is on it. And then go from there as far as the generator. Because it's got just a small little refrigerator. We're only going to be up there a week at most. Yeah, you're talking about Harbor Freight. Yeah. Harbor Freight's they got some good generators. I really like the Generac generators and the Hondas. The Honda generators are nice and quiet, and that's what I really like about the Hondas. And that's what my mom has. But I don't remember how much wattage it puts out. I think it's an 850, maybe 1,000. But Dad had like a mini chest freezer that he had sitting between the two seats of the motorhome. You know, there were two bucket seats. So he had a chest freezer sitting there that he, you know, filled up with food. And it's like, we would go up there for a week, 10 days, and never opened the chest freezer to pull anything out. It was always the stuff we had in the refrigerator or canned goods, you know. I like to pre-cook all my stuff. Like if we're going to have like a breakfast hash, I'll pre-cook it, or breakfast casserole. I'll pre-cook it and just put it in baggies and then throw it in the fridge. And then all you got to do is take it out and warm it up. Throw it in a pan, warm it up, and then eat it, you know, before you head out. So, I don't know. And then of course I'm a firm believer in nonstick. Because it's easier cleanup, right? You just use a paper towel, and then wipe out your pan. But we're going for now. We got a whole year. You know, if we picked it up this weekend, we got a whole year to get the camper all squared away and set up and just the way we like it. Like one of the things I wanted to do on my dad's motorhome is that if we ran out of propane for the heater in the middle of the night, he would have to get up and go outside and hook another tank up. And he has to do that, you know, in freezing cold, you know, because it'll get down to, you know, 20 degrees at night. And he had to be outside to do that. Well, I kept telling him, Dad, we could hook up a secondary propane tank, pipe it in, and all you got to do is go turn open the propane valve and then go to the valve, shut the one off for the main propane and turn another one on, and we'll just have another propane tank, you know, set up so you can just, you know, use that one. But he never wanted to go through the pain of running. It's just a copper line, running a copper line all the way to the back of the motorhome. Because that's where he had big, you know, those big 100-pound tanks. So, you know, in the middle of the night, he was trying to lift that 100-pound tank and move it up to the front, or off to the, I guess it was on the side, and then, you know, get it hooked up to the propane. It's like, why go through all that hassle? Make it easier on yourself. Just go out, open it up, flip another valve, two valves, open one, close the other, and go back in and start the heater back up, and you're done. You're back in bed in 20 minutes, if that, you know. I mean, the longest time is going to get the heater to restart because you got to bleed all the air from the propane. So, I don't know. It's, you know, old person stubbornness. You know, that's what it amounted to. Old person. And I'm not going to be that way. I want stuff like we already talked about a Starlink satellite, because there's no cell phone reception where we're at. It's basically a canyon and there's no cell reception at all. Yep. And so we're, Starlink satellite right now is like $199 or $299. Yeah, right. Then I can stream. I talked to a friend of mine who has one. I talked to him yesterday afternoon for like an hour. Right? We could very well do that. You know, I could have it set up on my iPad. Live stream the whole hunting trip. But yeah, so he went from Montana all the way to California and back, and he had his Starlink Mini on the dash of his truck. And the whole way down and the whole way back, they watched Netflix and Hulu, and he hooked up his cell phone to it. So basically the way it works is you buy the unit for like $300. Or maybe it's $200. I don't remember. And Starlink Mini. And then you pay a monthly service fee. You pay a monthly cost. So right now they have a 50 megabyte or 50 gigabyte for like $70, or they have an unlimited for $165 a month. And it's a month-to-month contract. So you just call, sign up, say, hey, I want the month of October. Boom, $165. October's, it's turned on. And then no matter where you go, because it's a mobile, no matter where you go, you got satellite internet. And he said it very rarely, he'd say, if it give him a percentage chance, 98% of the time he had internet. There was a couple of times where it blinked out on him. But he has his cell phone hooked up to go through Wi-Fi. So, and these little minis have their own built-in router. So you don't even have to have another piece of equipment. You don't have to have the satellite and then a router and all this other shit. It's just the satellite. That's it. And he says it's about 60 watts of power. So it doesn't take up much power at all. Which I think is great. And he said, you know, he has a 150 watt, I think is what he said, 150 watt solar panel. And he said during the day, if they stopped somewhere for lunch, he'd just break the solar panel out and put that on there and plug it into the Starlink. I'm telling you guys, you know, some of you guys may not like Elon Musk, you know, and I get that, you know, because it's all politics. But if you put politics aside, this guy has done more to advance us as a race, as the ultimate people on the planet, just by doing simple little stuff like Starlink. You know, and I said years ago when he first came out with the idea of Starlink, I said, he's going to take over the cell phone market. Everybody has a cell phone now. I would say 99% of the world. You can be the poorest person in the world, starving to death, but you've got an iPhone 16 because you needed that $1,600 phone. You know, I'm just saying, everybody's got an iPhone. Everybody's got a cell phone, right? Not necessarily an iPhone, but everybody's got a cell phone. I remember a time when we all had landlines. And now, who do you know that has a landline? Maybe 1-2 people out of the 50, 60 people that you know. I mean, everybody, you go to a restaurant, everybody's like this on their phone, you know. They're at a table talking to each other and they're texting back and forth at the table. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm telling you right now, I predict the time when our cell phones are going to be implanted in us. We're going to have an implant, so we don't even have to have a phone. We wear a pair of glasses, or I actually saw a guy that was doing augmented reality. And augmented reality is where you project it out in the real world. You project your virtual reality out into the world. You know, it would not surprise me. Robot butlers. I mean, they already got robots that clean your house. You know, what's your definition of robot? Does it have to be human looking? They got robot dogs, and they're getting cheaper. The robot dogs, I've seen people walking around here with robot dogs. They're like $5,000-$6,000 now. They used to be $30,000. Right? So yeah, so most people consider a robot a humanoid. But really they're not. A robot could be anything. You got a robot vacuum that does your floor. My mom has one that now it maps out her house. Takes pictures of stuff. So if it's vacuuming and it runs into something that doesn't recognize, it'll stop and take a picture of it and email that to her. So no matter where she's at, she can look at it and go, you know, oh shit, I left my boots sitting out in the middle of the floor and now it doesn't know what to do with the boots. You know, I mean, the technology is incredible. I have got 2 wireless cameras outside my house and and they're solar powered. I could pick that wireless camera off the wall and take it with me hunting and set it up at my hunting camp so I could see my hunting camp and then be able to access it as long as I have internet. Now, unfortunately, I would have to have 2 Starlinks. So I have to have one with me wherever I'm at, unless I have cell service, and I have to have one to transmit the signal from the house. Because I can do that with my phone right now. I can access my wireless cameras from anywhere in the world because they're hooked up at my house and they have internet here. So, but it's coming. It's coming. You know, he's going to have it. He's going to have all those satellites up there. 100% world. Yes, absolutely. Just like cable TV. Just like cable TV. When I was at the hotel and I was the chief engineer there, this was a few years back. I asked because we decided to go from a pay-per-view type situation where, you know, you go to the hotel and you'd say, oh, I want to pay for Showtime. And you'd, you know, $3 or $6, whatever it was. And then you get Showtime for the whole time you stayed. Well, we went from that to just cable TV. And I was talking to the guy that installed all these cable boxes in every single room that we had, saying, do you think this is going to last, or do you think streaming services are going to put you out of business? Oh, no, we'll never go out of business. How many cable companies are there that are still putting, you know, dishes, or not dishes, but cable boxes in your house? Because you can get it online now. You just get a good internet provider, and that's getting better and better, right? Yeah. And I think for the better. I really like the fact that I have streaming. I can watch it on my phone. I can watch it on my tablet. I can watch it at home. You know, now I'll be, like I said, what we'll probably do is get a little smart TV. You know, not something really huge, because we don't need a big, huge smart TV. We'll get a smart TV that has it, and then we'll just make sure it's tied into the Starlink satellite and be able to watch Netflix or Hulu or whatever, watch TV while we're up hunting. You know, take our iPad with us in the truck and take the satellite with us in the truck, put it on the dash. As long as you can see the sky, you'll have internet access. That's the beauty of Starlink. And if you have that, you have a cell phone, because you can hook your cell phone up to your Wi-Fi. So, right? Yeah, you know, I mean, so you got to pay a little extra for something special. You know, YouTube TV, like Gasano says, you pay for YouTube TV, or you can just watch YouTube. You know, you pick the streaming services you want, and you know, shit, you're never gonna miss a thing. Except if you're watching TV on your iPad, instead of watching the forest, you may not see the big 6-point bull elk that walks by, you know, and you didn't get a shot off. So, But, you know, you never know. You never know. So, all right, guys. So I didn't want to start the game up yet because I wanted you guys to see the intro to this, because the intro is actually pretty cool to this game. So we're going to try to sink some U-boats today. And you know, when I played this years ago, it was over a year and a half ago. They didn't even have the campaign out yet. Now they've got the campaign out. But the campaign is nothing more, from what I understand, than just an increasing difficulty with each mission type thing until you can't go any further. So I don't know if I'll do a campaign, but we're going to give it a shot. We're going to play around with it. I'm not really worried about, you know, completing the missions and all that. I just want to make sure I understand how to sink a U-boat, because it looks difficult. And the last time I did it like off the cuff. I'd usually let the other escorts take out the other subs. So, yep. So let's go ahead and start the game. And you can watch the intro here. Whoops. That's not it. There it is. All right, let's bring this up. But how cool would that be to have me shooting an elk on live stream?
December
right?
7th, 1941. The Japanese unleash a devastating attack against Pearl Harbor, dealing a painful blow to the Pacific Fleet. More than 2,000 American servicemen perish while attempting to repel the onslaught. And although the attack fails to knock out the strategically important aircraft carriers, it succeeds in shaking the American people to the core. Entering the war is no longer a choice. It is a necessity. On December 11, Nazi Germany declares war against the United States. Just a few days later, Operation Paukenschlag is put in motion by the commander of U-boats, Karl Dönitz. This long-range operation is an attempt to cripple the U.S. merchant fleet, which holds a key role in supplying Great Britain in its struggle against Hitler. All along the U.S. East Coast, German U-boats sink hundreds of American tankers and cargo ships, slowly tightening the noose around the neck of Great Britain. It is clear that without American support to their war effort, Britain's survival will be measured not in months, but in weeks. With the majority of its might focused on fighting the Japanese in the Pacific, the U.S. Navy is left with very few anti-submarine vessels available for the Atlantic theater, not even remotely enough to introduce an efficient convoy system that could protect the merchant fleet from the U-boats. The bloodbath continues for months, and the fire from burning tankers becomes a common sight from the shores of the East Coast. The survival of Great Britain now hangs by a thread. Finally, in May 1942, the U.S. Navy manages to muster enough anti-submarine ships to put the convoy system into effect. Now, with the help of the Royal Canadian Navy, merchant ships are escorted along the U.S. coast to form convoys around Newfoundland. Only then are they ready, having been joined by their guardian angels, to set out on the perilous journey across the Atlantic. At last, the steel wolves of Dönitz will be facing a challenge. They are about to meet a whole new breed of enemy. Fast, maneuverable, and more than capable of sending a submarine to the bottom. The Fletcher-class destroyer.
The Fletcher-class destroyer. So this is a game by Iron Wolf Studios. If you guys haven't seen some of their games, they have a lot of, they have some other games. This Sherman Commander is coming out, and I think this American Commando is coming out, but they've got a couple others that are actually out already. But they seem to have it. The game actually is pretty straightforward. So I already went through the tutorial, so I'm not going to do that with you guys. We're just going to go right into start a battle. And we're going to do a small battle. We got 9 cargo ships that we're protecting. And then there's me and one other escort ship. We're going to keep doing this one until we figure out exactly how to sink a submarine. We could do a custom battle. We could do a larger convoy size. River-class corvettes, Flower-class corvettes. So I could have 2 of each. And then we could have a difference in wolf pack. You know, we might do this. We might do the custom battle. Let's do a convoy size of, say, 10 ships. And course 090. We want to go directly. We want to go directly east because that's the way we're. Can I get 90? Well, 089. All right, so we're going to go directly east. So we're heading from the United States to Great Britain. And, you know, I was just watching last night because I was prepping for this by watching some of these U-boat videos. And I heard that at the very early part of the war, Britain only had enough fuel and food for their entire country. It was down to a week supply, 1 week, 7 days supply. And that was it. And they were out of food and fuel. If they would have kept going, we would have been done. So I'm going to put, I'm going to put 4 escorts. Well, you know, you think about that though, Jimbo. That's scary shit right there. That is scary. Literally a week's worth of food and fuel to, I mean, that's considering your army, you know, everything about, you know, everything about your country. I mean, granted, I know you live on an island, but still, you know, you just don't, you had to rely on other people to help you out. And I'm really glad that, you know, the Americans finally got their head out of their ass, and helped out Britain. But it wasn't until after we got attacked. You know, we were doing that Lend-Lease thing where, you know, that's how this all came about. We were sending cargo ships over, but then they were getting shot down by the U-boats. So, you know, it was a different time frame back then. A different time frame. I watched a video the other day where the guy was like, you know, in World War II, we went to war. A soldier would go to war. Oh, yeah, well, you have to prioritize it like that. You have to. I mean, there's no other way to do that but to prioritize it. Because if you don't prioritize it, then, you know, the rich will, you know, rich people and stuff like that will, you know, take over and think they're morally superior to everybody else. You know, we have entitlement now that's off the charts everywhere in the world. People are too entitled. I guarantee you, I can stick you with a knife. I don't care how entitled, how much power, how important you are. I can stick you with a knife and bleed you out. Just like I can any other person. You're no more special, no more different than anybody else in the world. And that's my pure belief on humans. There's nobody better than the other person. You know, there may be people that aren't as smart, but that's got nothing to do with the person itself. Just because, you know, you have, you know, you're a judge or you're a politician doesn't put you above anybody, in my opinion. And I know there are people like, you know, Jimbo, you live in a country that has a king and a queen, even though they're not the ruling class anymore. They were at one time. They were the most important people in the world. They didn't suffer at all. The peasants, everybody else suffered, but they didn't suffer. And I just don't believe in that. You know, I understand how it came about. You know, I understand the idea behind it, but Yep. I could have totally brought a knife to a gunfight. But you know, the point is that we're all the same. There is nobody more special than the next person. You know, I don't care if you're the president or the king. Given the chance, I can make you bleed just like I can the guy next to me or the peasant next to me. When it all comes down to it, we all die and we all go to the same place. So, we live, we breathe, we die. All right, do we want air support? I don't think we'll do air support to start off with. Well, we'll do air support just so we can play around with it a little bit. So 10 ships in a convoy and wolfpack size. Oh, let's go 2. Yeah. I'm the same way too. I live in an open carry state. I wouldn't live anywhere else. But see, I don't like big cities. New York, I get it. I get why they put a restriction on their guns in a big city. I just had somebody Monday, day before my birthday, right? Police officer pulled somebody over and the guy jumped out and started shooting. You know, winged the officer, but the officer managed to shoot and kill him. For what? I mean, we don't know anything yet. That just happened Monday. That was 2 days ago. And he's out of the hospital. The police officer's out of the hospital. But, you know, that's in Montana. You got to be a brave son of a bitch to pull a gun on anybody in Montana because everybody's got guns. It's like in Texas, you know. But we don't have the big cities like Texas does. Our biggest city is like, God, I want to say 100,000 people. I mean, that's the size of some of you guys' communities. Some things are better with having a king or queen. They're more invested in the country long term. But are they though? I mean, I guess I can see that point of view, but from what I've seen, any king or queen or ruling dictator, it never turns out good. It may start out that way, and it may prosper that way for a few years, but then eventually, you know, it's just like Rome, you know, in Caesar, and then as soon as he had kids, well, the kids wanted to do more, and, you know, the Roman Empire fell. Yeah, so can we, Gasano. As long as you're actively hiking or hunting. But I take that back. No, I take that back. That was changed a couple years ago. Our governor went to a no license open, or not open carry, a no license concealed carry. So I think it's a good thing. I think everybody should have a gun. You know, I think Archie Bunker said it best. Archie Bunker had an answer to all the... So years ago, airplanes were being hijacked all the time. You know, and hijackers would get on board with a gun and hijack the plane to Cuba. I want to go to Cuba. And then they fly the plane to Cuba and they get off there, right? Okay. So they're hijacking the plane. Archie Bunker came up with a solution. He goes, I have the solution. Give everybody on the plane a gun. And nobody's going to hijack anybody. And you think about it, and it's true. I mean, if you're the only one with a gun, you've got the power. But if everybody's got a gun, there's no more one person having all the power. Which is why I solely believe with all my heart in the Second Amendment. The right to bear arms. It is a right, and they did it because of the dictatorship of King George, I think it was. You know, sorry, Jimbo. It was from a king over in Britain. That was imposing their rights, you know, imposing their law on us, and we were across the ocean, across the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm just giving you shit, man. I'm just giving you shit. I just hope you guys get your shit straightened out as far as your rights to. I keep seeing. I don't know how bad it is, but I keep seeing these videos where cops are showing up on somebody's doorstep because of something they posted on Facebook. You know, to me, in this time and age of man right now, with the advancements that we have in medicine and science, this shouldn't even be a thing. Shouldn't even be a thing. Why is it a thing? Why? You got it. I mean, that's the question I always keep asking. Why do you want to censor somebody on what they say and do? Why is it so important? Why is it so important that I can't say fuck, you know, out in the public? Because I offend some little kid? I guarantee you he's heard it before. You know, it's just the parents being creepy. You know, because they don't want to hear the word. They don't want their kids to hear it. Oh, well, they're going to hear it. As soon as they hit 18 and they move out on their own, they can say fuck all they want. You know, my kids, I never once restricted them on saying any curse words or anything that they feel. I think it's healthy. Now, if you're being abusive, that's an entirely different story. If you're being abusive in your words, if you're being a bully, yes. So racism is a problem, and I agree. And that's what I was talking about. If you're being a bully, and racism is nothing more than a bully, I don't believe in that. But you still have to let them talk, but you don't necessarily have to listen, right? But once you start imposing your will on them, that's where the problem happens. That's when it becomes dangerous. Yeah, and I agree. The open border stuff, and, you know, a lot of that has to do, and I hate saying it, a lot of it has to do with religion, you know, radicalized religion. And I don't care whether it's Muslim, Christian, Catholic. I don't care what religion it is. Once it becomes radicalized, and it doesn't even have to be a religion. It just, once you radicalize somebody, left or right politics. I mean, Jesus Christ, look at Charlie Kirk. Left-wing politics, radicalized, and he shoots somebody because he thinks that solves the problem. It doesn't solve the problem. Killing somebody never solves the problem unless they're just that evil. But anyway, I rant and rave again. This is why people keep telling me I should have a podcast. Of course, I'd probably get my ass in trouble with a podcast. I'd probably get shot. I'm very opinionated when it comes to stuff like this. But I usually keep it to myself. Bring it up every once in a while just to get it off my chest. But see, okay, Jim, but you got to ask yourself why. Why are they doing what they're doing? Most people, it is the most powerful word in the English dictionary is why. Keep asking why. You know, what they do is they get you focused in on one thing, and you're not asking the big picture. Why do they want you to focus in on this? Why is this happening? You know, when you can start getting those questions answered, things will change. You know, why is it that you believe President Trump wants to be a king and rule, you know, the entire America like a king? I mean, Why would he want to do that? You know, it's like my brother when the whole COVID shots, you know, the COVID vaccine came out. He goes, it's just another way of tracking you. I was like, why do you think that? Why do you think the vaccine is a way of tracking you or changing you or killing you? Do you know there's a lot more efficient ways to kill people? For Christ's sakes, the Germans killed how many millions of Jewish people? They were probably the most efficient at it all. Getting a vaccine, and some of you may die, some of you may not. You know, oh, now they put trackers in them. You got cell phones. They have access to all that shit. Try talking around your cell phone sometime about something that you want to buy, and then go to Google or Safari and look at the ads that pop up. Oh boy, they're all about the stuff that you were just talking about. Why is that? Because they're listening to you already. They're already tracking you. They know right where you're at. Why do you think they got rid of the batteries? I mean, made it so hard to pull the batteries out of the phone. You know why? You know why they took the batteries and made it so hard to get out of the phones now? Is because now you can't turn it off. You can go and physically turn it off, right? You think you can, but it's still powered on. It's still powered on. That's been proven time and time again. The only way to kill this phone from tracking where you're at is to pull the battery. Now, it can be done, but it's really, really difficult. Remember how easy it used to be? One little button on the back, you push down the little lever and off, and the battery came off. Yeah, exactly, Jim. It's just sleep mode. You power it off and restart it, it's just sleep mode. They can still track it. A dead cell phone, a cell phone that has no service, can still call 911. So it's still usable to call for an emergency. And they know where you're at because they can ping that cell phone and know exactly where that phone is at. I witnessed that firsthand when I had a couple police officers show up and say, hey, we got a gal that's coming, and if she stays here, just give us a call, let us know she's at your hotel. And they came back the next day and said, okay, we found her. She had gone and shot her parents and then drove to another motel in Wyoming and used her cell phone for a total of 2 minutes while she called her friend and asked her friend for some money. And as soon as her phone came on, they tracked it right to her and they went and got her. Within 5 minutes, they had her arrested of her turning her cell phone on. And that was a police officer telling me that. So this whole thing where they, you know, you see in the movies where they're like, oh, you got to be online for 30 seconds so they can trace your call. No, they don't need that. They don't need that at all. So, you know, that being said, you understand if you're carrying one of these, if you're carrying a phone, where is it there? If you're carrying a phone, they're going to know where you're at and they're going to be listening to you. As long as you're good with that, then have a phone. If you're not good with that, get rid of the son of a bitch. It's that simple. All right. Yes, exactly. It was different 20 years ago because they had to go to the telephone company and they had to go through that and all that. Yep, exactly, Jim. I wouldn't be surprised if they knew where you're at all the time, period. Not just takes 5 seconds to find you. I bet you they know where you're at all the time. I mean, I got a mobile tracking app. I can see where my wife is at. I can see where my son's at right now because we share our data. We shared that. It's I call it the stalker app. But it's, you know, it's we did it for my mother. So if for some reason, you know, she was out somewhere and she broke down, I can use the tracker app and know exactly where she's at. As long as she has cell service, I know right where she's at. And now with Starlink satellite, yeah. Yep. It's coming, and the Starlink's just going to get cheaper and cheaper. I do know that this last launch they did, they practiced launching the pancake satellites. That was pretty cool. So now they can take up like, 50, 60 satellites at once, and they just shoot them out like a Pez dispenser. That's pretty cool. So yeah, he's going to get his 60,000 satellites, whatever it is, out there, and have worldwide coverage. And I think it's great. There are people in the world that there are places in the world that don't have cell phones because there's no cell towers. Like when I go hunting, I always worried about that, because what happens if my dad had a heart attack? I can't make a phone call. I can't get an ambulance coming. Couldn't do it. I had to drive almost 30 minutes to get cell phone reception on a dirt road doing a max of 30 miles an hour to take him somewhere, right? And he was, 70, 75 years old. Fuck. How am I supposed to drive him there and keep him alive at the same time? Well, now at least I can get a helicopter to, get somebody there now quickly. So I love technology. I think it's great. All right, so let's do this mission. So weather is clear. It's in the morning. Let's go morning or noon. Let's go noon. So we got two ships. I just want to do some practice. We got 5 destroyers escorting a convoy of 10 ships. That's one escort per 2 ships. So let's see what we can do here. All right, what do we got? What is this? Battle variant. An intense battle between convoy escorts and U-boats. Depth charge efficiency sinking a U-boat will be difficult. Realistic, increasing, exaggerated, realistic. Increased, exaggerated. Well, we'll just leave it at realistic. Wolfpack size. I thought I just did this. The enemy force will be large. Frequent attacks. What? Pisano coming in with a raid. Thank you very much, my friend. You must have stopped playing medium, small. You must have stopped playing Farm Sim. Enemy force will be small, infrequent attack. Oh, is this the how frequent the attacks are? I guess medium, less frequent attacks. Goddamn DoorDash. Well, was it DoorDash that screwed it up? Or was it the place they picked it up from? Because all they are is a delivery system, right? Oh, they didn't. Did they pick up the wrong order? All right, I don't know what this is. I'm just going to keep it small. Infrequent attacks. All right. Let's see what happens here.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support. Over convoy. ETA 30 minutes.
Okay, air support will be here in 30 minutes.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 157. Range 5,700 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 157. Range 5,700 yards. I designate contact. Able. Time 12:0.
So we got a
contact
U-boat off to
now
our
bears
starboard side.
158. Range 5,400 yards.
On the surface.
Lookouts. Anything at 158.
I see nothing. Bearing 158.
Radio, Captain. Send a report to Convoy Commodore. Jansen has unknown contact on radar. Right flank of the convoy.
Contact. Able. Coming in much more strongly. I evaluate as a definite contact.
Definite contact.
Captain I. Officer of the deck, set general quarters.
Oh shit, general quarters.
Aye. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship.
Contact.
Up and forward on the starboard side, down and aft on the port side.
Battery reports manned and ready. Engineering officer
Oh.
Dodge reports engineering
Gotta
manned
go
and
to-
ready.
gotta go to
Zebra
re-
set.
gotta go
4
to-
boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
There we go. All right, we gotta go to general quarters. Gotta wear.
6-1. Range.
Gotta wear the steel pot
4,700 yards.
for general quarters. All right. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, so let's go to gun
Stand by to
director.
fire.
Let's go radar.
Start tracking contact. Target acquired.
Contact. Able. Now bears 162. Range 4,400 yards.
Fire.
Can we hit it at 4,000 yards?
Fire.
I don't even know if we're getting close.
Contact. Able. Now bears 163.
163.
Range 4,100
Fire.
yards.
.163 right out there. How do I go to binoculars? Do I not have binoculars?
Lost contact. Able.
All right.
Last bearing 165. Last range 3,600 yards. Standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Rudder 5 degrees right.
Rudder 5 degrees right.
Aye, sir.
All right. We're here in front of the convoy. Antler.
Antler, reporting.
Yep. Do that.
Hockey reporting. Maple, reporting. Mountie, reporting.
Just because I bet you.
Antler, reporting.
So he's out there somewhere. I thought I had binoculars. I don't know what my key is for binoculars. All right, let's take a look here. Game settings, resolution, blah, 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 blah. DRT auto plot. Okay, all auto plots, that's fine. Depth charge camera is on. Depth charge camera damage info, yep. Lookouts, relative bearing, gun director, hide UI. All right, those are game settings. Do we not have... do we not have keys? Options? That's where I was at, options. All right, well, I don't see anything else to check out. There's only game settings. I don't see any key bindings.
Stand by to fire.
All right, we gotta find this stupid thing.
All engines ahead, 2/3.
All engines
All right,
ahead.
last
2/3. Aye, sir.
contact was 165, 3,600 yards.
Acknowledge me!
Missouri! Fancy boat, yeah, right? I like it. So it's saying it's out that way. We're heading that direction. Let's go to sonar. And 165.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 109 through 19.
Surface radar has regained contact. Able, bearing 191. Range 2,700 yards.
Active search 133 through 2.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 074. Range 3,400 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 074. Range 3,400 yards. I designate contact Baker. Time 12.
Oh, we got 2 of them out there now.
Contact Able now bears 192. Range 2,600 yards. Contact Able now bears 199. Range 2,000 yards.
So this is us. I want to come in on this guy, so.
Contact Able now bears 205. Range 1,700 yards.
All right, let's get some tracks on that.
Stand by to fire. Stand by to fire.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 208. Last range 1,400 yards.
All engines ahead standard. All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Wait, where are you going? 208. Oh. So we should be heading right at him. Why are we still turning?
New course 200. Course 200. Aye, sir.
Okay, sonar.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Able, bearing 228. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the
Okay, we're
captain.
coming right at him. He's right there.
Investigate arc 0882178.
Investigating arc
shallow.
088 through
Broad.
178. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 268. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 1052195. Active search 105 through 195. Aye, sir.
Where the hell did he go?
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 318.
Oh my
Range
god, let me
400
clip
yards
that.
from Bloodhound.
Let me clip that.
Wild dog! All right, I'm not picking him up. This is the part that I was talking about. I'm not quite sure how to... I don't think he's over there. Is he?
Sonar.
I'm getting
This
a
is
ping
Bloodhound.
right
This is
there.
Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 330.
But I'm not seeing anything here.
Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Active search 159 through 249. Aye, sir.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search.
1502240.
Active search. 1, 5.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 336. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Antler maneuvering to new station. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 341. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Engage contact. Baker.
Roger. Antler engaging contact.
No,
Bloodhound,
no,
this is
no.
Antler. Antler lost contact. Able, last known at bearing 343. Range 900 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing.
So it looks like
345. Range 900
he's
yards
behind us.
from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Antler maneuvering to new station.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage contact. Baker.
Roger. Antler engaging contact. Baker.
Bloodhound,
I
this is
gotta
Hockey.
get-
Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing. 348. Range 1,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 033. Last range 2,300 yards.
Mountie reporting.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing. 352. Range 1,200 yards from Bloodhound.
352.
New course 352. Course 3.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing. 359. Range 1,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 036. Range 2,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Able,
God damn it.
bearing 005. Range 1,400 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact.
Okay, there's
Able.
Antler
Last
going
known
after
bearing,
theirs.
006.
See if
Range
they get anything.
1,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 040. Range
Oh, direct hit, light
2,600
damage.
yards from Bloodhound.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to assigned station.
Contact. Able. Now bears 009er. Range 1,400 yards. 009. Course 009.
Aye, sir. All engines ahead standard. All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
All right, so I got to go back to sonar.
Contact. Able. Now bears
God damn it.
007. Range 1,400 yards.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing
Sonar.
132. Range 2,300 yards from guide.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to station. Bearing 132. Range 2,300 yards from guide.
Sonar, this is the captain. Investigate ARC 2802100.
Investigating arc 280 through 100. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, sonar reports sound of a sinking submarine.
Contact. Able. Now bears 001. Range 1,300 yards.
All escorts. Contact Baker has most
001.
likely been sunk by Antler. Good job.
Contact. Able. Now bears 357. Range 1,200 yards.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 3232053.
Active search 3
Why
2
can't I pick him up?
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 355. Range 1,200 yards.
Contact. Able. Now bears
1,300
355.
yards.
Range 1,300 yards.
355.
New course
355. Course 3.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 353. Range 1,100 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears
353. Range 1,100 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 353. Range 1,000 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Bloodhound, this is
Ooh,
Black
increasing
Cat.
depth.
Air support over convoy.
Increasing depth.
Ready depth charges. Medium combat sonar. Contact. Able.
All right, so this
now
is
bears 354. Range 900 yards. Bearing steady.
Three, 354.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 356. Range 700 yards. Very strong propeller noise.
700 yards. Straight ahead. 357.
New course. 357. Course 357. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 000. Range 600 yards. Estimated depth shallow. New course 000.
Grid, starboard
That is
lookout.
shallow.
Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 003. Appears to be periscope feather.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 006. Range 400 yards. Very strong propeller noise. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. New course 006. Course 006. Aye, sir.
I wish I had binoculars.
Contact making a sharp left turn.
Sharp left turn.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 047. Range 100 yards. Contact increasing depth. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 128. Range 100 yards. Estimated depth medium.
128. Course 128. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar.
Contact. Able. Now bears 165. Range 200 yards. Contact decreasing depth. 165. Course fire 165. Aye, sir. Combat fire sonar. 2. Contact. Able. Now bears 201. Range 300 yards. Bearings drifting right. Fire 3.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 243. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth
Shallow. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 278. Range 300 yards. Very strong propeller noise.
278.
Ready depth
Okay,
charges.
so it's
Shallow pattern.
heading this way, and I'm going this way. So let's.
All engines
back full.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing. 278. Last range. 300 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 301. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 301. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 253. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
New course. 253. Course 253. Aye, sir. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
So we're going to back up, and this
Bloodhound,
guy's
this
heading
is
this
Mountie.
way.
Mountie now has
Now we're going to
sonar
come across
contact. Able.
and
Bearing 247. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
247.
New course 247. Course 247. Aye, sir.
Now we're starting to move forward.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 243. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 3112041. Combat Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 231. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Aye, sir.
Rudder 15 degrees left. Rudder 15 degrees left. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 140. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 101.
Oh, I hit it.
Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
I did some damage to it. I believe I hit it anyway. Restart movie.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey
Alright,
now
there
has
she
sonar
is.
contact. Able. Bearing 100. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Steady on course 234. Hard left rudder. Hard left rudder. Aye, sir. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 157. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc. 09.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 232. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc. 091 through 271. Sonar I.
Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 286. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
286. So he's over here. So I need to back up
All
again.
engines back full.
All engines back full. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 306. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Hard right rudder. Hard right rudder. Aye, sir. All engines back 1/3.
All engines back 1/3. Aye.
Bloodhound, This is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 335. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 337. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar. This is
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 336. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 336. Range 400 yards. Investigating arc 272.
Through 092. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 341. Range
300
Sonar.
yards. Bearing steady.
340. Yep.
Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search. 2992029.
Active search 299 through 02. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 012. Range 100 yards. Bearings drifting right.
Fire 1. All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact.
Miss.
Able. Now bears 092. Range 100 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 094. Range 200 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Oof. Clear that mess.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 092. Range
300 yards.
09.
Estimated depth.
shallow.
Oh, came back to shallow, huh?
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 090. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth. Shallow.
090. Course 090. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye,
Now,
sir.
let's go back
All
2/3.
engines back 2/3.
All engines back 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 092. Range 400 yards. Bearing steady. Hard left rudder. Hard left rudder. Aye, sir. All combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 092. Last range 300 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 077. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder. Hard right rudder. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 058. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
New course 058. Course 058. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 058. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 6, 8. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
6, 8. Course 0, 6, 8. Aye, sir.
And how far? 068, 600 yards?
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Table. Bearing 0, 7, 8. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
New course 0, 7, 8. Course 0.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 0, 8, 1. Appears to be periscope feather.
Sonar, this is the captain.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 0, 8, 3. Range 500 yards. Active search 0, 3, 0 through 1.
2, 0. Aye, sir.
Stand by to fire.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 8, 6. Range 400 yards. Contact increasing depth. Combat sonar. Contact.
Able. Now bears 0, 8, 8. Range 400 yards. Very strong propeller noise.
Course 0, 8, 8. Aye, sir. All engines ahead. 2.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears
0, 9, 0. Range 300 yards. Bearing steady.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support on station.
New course 0, 9, 9. Course 0, 9, 9. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 9, 3. Range 200 yards. Contact increasing depth. Rudder.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick bearing 1, 6, 2. Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick bearing 1, 6, 3.
0, 9, 7.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears
0, 6, 8. Range 100 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Fire 1.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 6, 8. Last range 30 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Table. Bearing 3, 0, 1. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Fire 1.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Table. Bearing 3, 0, 5. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Table. Bearing 3, 0, 3. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
303.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar
So it's
contact.
right out
Table.
here.
Bearing 3, 1, 6. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
All escorts, return to assigned convoy position. That was one hell of a battle, but we managed to hold our own.
Yay! Okay, so we didn't necessarily kill him, but we held him off. I have no idea what the fuck I was doing. from general quarters. All right, I got to get better at that. One U-boat sunk. I could have used some of the other guys. Yeah, it shows, right? I could have used some of the other ships to take care of it. But, yeah. So let's have it go straight. Let's go with 15 ships now. Again with 2 U-boats. I got to figure this shit out. I got to figure out how... What the hell is this? Told the movie to restart. It switched to slow horses. Restart movie. Didn't even use the air support. Okay, we got to go back to battle stations.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 341. Range 4,200 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 341. Range 4,200 yards. I designate contact. Able. Time 12:0.
Stand by to fire. Start tracking contact. Target acquired.
Contact. Able.
Fire.
Now bears 339er. Range 3,900 yards. New course 339. Course 339. Aye, sir. All engines
Fire.
ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Contact. Able. Now bears 337. Range 3,600 yards.
All engines.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 337. Last range 3,300 yards. Mountie reporting. Antler reporting.
Hockey reporting.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to new station.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 087. Range 3,700 yards. From guide.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to station.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact able. Bearing 334. Range 2,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Investigate ARC 3152045.
Active search 281 through 011. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 332. Range 2,100 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead, standard. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 331. 1. Range 1,800 yards.
3, 1.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 3, 3, 1. Last range 1,600 yards. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 3, 2, 9. Range 1,600 yards.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 2, 6. Range 1,300 yards. Contact decreasing depth.
Rudder amidship.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 2, 5. Range 900 yards. Bearing steady.
New course. 3, 2, 5. Course 3, 2, 5. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears
3, 2, 6. Range 500 yards. Bearing steady. Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 0, 6, 9er. Range 5,000 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 0, 6, 9. Range 5,000 yards. I designate contact.
Baker, time 12, 4.
contact making a sharp right turn.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact. Baker.
Roger. Antler attacking contact. Baker.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last
Fire
bearing.
1.
3, 1, 7. Last range. 200 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Fire 2. Bearing 163. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound. Fire 3. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 159. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 161. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound. All engines back. 2/3.
All engines back 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 163. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Hockey taking station.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to assigned station.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 169. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 0102100.
Combat sonar. Investigating.
Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing. 088. Last range. 4,400 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 091. Range 4,600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 186. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound. All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 2 range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Antlers attacking Baker.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 089. Range 4,300 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 089. Range 4,300 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 089. Range 4,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 207. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound. Sonar,
207.
this is the captain. Investigate arc 1722262.
Active search 168 through 2.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Baker, bearing 090. Range 4,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler made a depth.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 210. Range 600 yards.
Bloodhound, this is
210.
Air support over convoy. ETA 15 minutes.
All engines back. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 212. Range 700 yards. Strong propeller noise. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 222. Range 700 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 224. Range 700 yards. Bearings drifting right. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 235. Range 700 yards. Wake on left cut.
Go spin that puppy around.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 245. Range 800 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 246. Range 800 yards. Strong propeller noise. Steady as she goes. Aye.
Steady on course 273.
Rudder 15 degrees left.
Rudder 15 degrees.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 247. Range 900 yards. Strong propeller noise. Sonar. This is the captain. Investigate arc 1992289.
Investigating arc 199 through 2.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 243. Range 900 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 242. Range 900 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 239. Range 800 yards. Bearings drifting left.
Stand by to fire.
Steady as she goes. Aye.
Steady on course 244.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 233. Range 700 yards. Strong propeller noise. Mountie reporting. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 228. Range 600 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 227. Range 600 yards. Bearing steady.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 331. Range 1,000 yards. From guide.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to station. Bearing 331. Range 1,000. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 223. Range 500 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 221. Range 500 yards. Estimated depth medium. Yes, she goes. Aye. Steady on course 230. New course. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 214. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth medium. New course 214. Course 214. Aye, sir. Combat sonar.
Contact. Able. Now bears 203. Range 200 yards. Estimated depth medium.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, attack inconclusive. Contact loss. Attempting to re-establish contact.
Rudder 10 degrees left. Rudder 10 degrees left. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 147. Range 100 yards. Contact decreasing depth. Fire 1. All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
All engines back. 2/3.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 067. Range 100 yards. Estimated depth medium. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 082. Range
200 yards. Bearings drifting right.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 100. Range 200 yards. Estimated depth medium. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 102. Last range 200 yards. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 130. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound. New course 130. Course 130. Aye, sir. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead. 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 178. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Maple, reporting. Maple, reporting.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 193. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Maple maneuvering to new station.
Maple, this is Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 185. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Maple engaging contact. Able. Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 177. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc. 1, 2, 1, through 2, 1, 1.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 177. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regain contact. Able. Bearing 177. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 177. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 179. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Hard left rudder.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 178. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Found the binoculars.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 170. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 170. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Warship, CBDR. Bearing 175. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing
172. Range 500 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 187. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth medium.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 2, 3, 4.
Fire 1.
Range 200 yards. Estimated depth medium.
Stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
All engines back 2/3.
All engines back 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 258. Range 200 yards. Estimated depth medium. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 255. Range 300 yards. Bearing steady. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 262. Range 300 yards. Bearing steady. All engine combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 262. Last range 300 yards. Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 260. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 237. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
It's back 2/3.
All engines back 2/3. Aye, sir. Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 229. Appears to be. Periscope feather.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 228. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 231. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 233.
Oh yeah, here's his
range
shadow right there.
600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 236. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
10 degrees right. Rudder 10 degrees right.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick. Bearing 239.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 242. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 250. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple made a depth charge attack on contact. Able. Oil slick sighted.
Degrees right. Rudder 15 degrees right. Aye, sir. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Fire 2. Fire 3. Hard left rudder.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support on station.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1.
Active search 2, 4, 1, through 3, 3, 1. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges, medium pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regain contact. Able. Bearing 019. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 1962016.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc 064 through 244.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 018. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Investigate arc. 283-210.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 017. 6, range 700 yards. Investigating arc 283 through 103. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 1, 2. Range 700 yards. Contact increasing depth. Ready depth charges.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 0, 3. Range 800 yards.
Weak propeller noise. New course 0, 0, 3. Course 0, 0, 3. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 5, 1. Range 800 yards. Estimated depth deep.
Stand by to fire.
Black Cat reporting.
Black Cat, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact. Baker.
Roger. Black Cat attacking contact.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 4, 2. Range 800 yards. Wake on right cut. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 3, 5. Range 700 yards. Weak propeller noise.
3, 5. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead, standard. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 3, 2. Range 700 yards. Contact increasing depth. Aye. Steady on course 3.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Submerging.
Rudder 10 degrees left. Aye, sir. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Steady as she goes. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 2, 9. Range 500 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted east 3 mile from
Fire
convoy.
2. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 2, 9. Range 400 yards. Bearing steady.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted east 3 mile from convoy.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Baker, last known bearing 0, 6, 1. Range 5,800 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 3, 0. Range 300 yards. Weak propeller noise.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Engaging sub.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Sub sighted east 2 mile from convoy.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, Fire 2, 2. Range 200 yards. Bearing steady.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 0, 6, 0. Last range 5,200 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 3, 7. Range Fire 200 yards. Weak propeller noise. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Drop depth charges on sub. Attack.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 4, 4. Range 100 yards. Fire 3. Bearing steady. Rudder 15 degrees right. Rudder. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing. Fire 1, 4, 5. Last range 100 yards.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 086. Range from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 317. Range from Bloodhound.
Antler reporting.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 013. Range 5,500 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 333. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Antler maneuvering to station bearing 0.
Chaplain O'Malley has been torpedoed and is taking on water.
God damn it. Ah, Chaplain O'Malley.
Stand by to fire.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Take new station.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 340. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound. Roger. Maple taking station.
We've lost Chaplain O'Malley. All ships, maneuver to avoid.
Hockey reporting.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 344. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
From guide.
Roger. Hockey sir. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 3, 4, 5. Range 200 yards.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to new station.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope, feather, sighted. East. 2 miles from convoy. Black Cat reporting.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 4, 7. Range 300 yards. Weak propeller noise. 3, 4, 7. Course 3, 4, 7. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar.
Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 4, 8. Range 300 yards. Bearing steady.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 018. Range 7,900.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 5, 0. Range 200 yards. Bearing steady.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 060. Range 5,800 yards.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to station. Bearing 018. Range 7,900 yards. From combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 5, 3. Range 200 yards. Contact making a sharp right turn.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to new station.
Black Cat reporting.
All engines ahead.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Subsighted. East. 2 miles from convoy.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 3, 5, 5. Last range 100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Engaging sub.
Left. Rudder 5 degrees left. Aye, sir. Fire 1.
Lost contact. Baker,
Last bearing, 060. Last range, 5,400 yards.
All engines back 2/3. Aye, sir.
All engines stop.
All engines
Bloodhound,
stop.
this is
Aye,
Black
sir.
Cat. Periscope, feather, sighted east, 3 miles from convoy. Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area east of convoy.
Hockey reporting.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to assigned station.
Antler, reporting.
Hockey reporting.
Black Cat reporting. Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area southwest of convoy.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 061. Range 6,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Zero 061. Oh, that's Baker.
Stand by to fire. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regaining contact. Able, bearing 040. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 029. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 013 through 103.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc 013 through 103. Sonar I.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 024. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able.
Bearing 021. Range 300 yards. Rudder 15 degrees right. Rudder 15 degrees right. Aye, sir. Rudder 25 degrees right. Rudder 25 degrees right. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact.
Able.
Now bears
019. Range 300 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 020. Range 300 yards. Bearing steady. New course 020. Course 020. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 024. Range 300 yards. Weak propeller noise. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern. New course 024. Course 024. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 022. Range 200 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 2, 1. Range 200 yards. Estimated depth deep. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 1,
Oh,
7.
I'm keeping them
Last
off. I
range,
lost one ship
100
so far.
yards.
Julie!
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 353, range from Bloodhound.
All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Why can't I fire?
Bloodhound,
Am
this is
I
Maple.
out?
Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 230, range 100 yards.
I gotta be moving
from
just a little
Bloodhound.
bit.
Fire 1. Ready depth charge. Fire 2. Deep pattern. All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 230, range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 266, range 100 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 358, range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead 1/3. Fire
All
1.
engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 008, range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Aye, sir.
All engines stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 012, range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support no longer available. Mid-motion, returning to base.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 014, range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 014. Range 500 yards. Course 014. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 017. Range 500 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 018. Range 400 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 019. Range 400 yards. Estimated depth deep.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 025. Range 200 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 025. Last range 200 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 085, range from Bloodhound.
Fire 1. All engines ahead.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 197, range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Yeah, I'll be on tonight.
2/3.
All engines back 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 200, range 400
It's just
from
not.
Bloodhound.
There's just not a lot to do. It's just kind of waiting to see what the sub does. I never heard whether we rescued any of our guys.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 202, range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Mountie reporting.
Maple, reporting. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 208, range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Deep pattern.
Ready depth charges.
Wide.
Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 011, range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 016, range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 016. Range 300 yards. New course. 016. Course 016. Aye, sir. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 012. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth deep. All engines ahead. 2/3. Fire
All
2.
engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Fire 3. Contact. Able. Now bears 004. Range 200 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 004. Last range 200 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 314, range from Bloodhound.
Fire 1. All engines stop.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 194, range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern. All engines back. 2/3.
All engines back full. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 192, range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
See, I don't understand why they never did this in World War II, is go forward and back over where they always went forward and made a big loop, came around and
Bloodhound,
did it
this is
again.
Maple. Maple
And
now
they
has
could just
sonar
go
contact.
forward and back
Able,
over the
bearing
top of it
211,
and drop depth
range
charges.
100 yards from Bloodhound.
See, now I went right over the top of it.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 355, range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
New course. 355. Course 355. Aye, sir.
Well,
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has
I
sonar
understand
contact.
they didn't want to be
Able,
sitting
bearing,
still
3, 5,
because they'd be an
9,
easy
range,
target.
500 yards from Bloodhound.
New course, 0, 0, 0. Course, 0, 0, 0. Aye, sir. All engines ahead, 2/3.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 3, 5, 9, range, 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir. Rudder, 20 degrees right. Rudder, 20 degrees right. Aye, sir. Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course, 0, 0, 6. All engines ahead, 1.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 3, 5, 7, range, 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 3, 2, 2, 2, 0, 5, 2. Active search. 3, 2, 2, through, 0, 5, 2. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 3, 5, 4, range, 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 3, 5, 2. Range 300 yards.
New course. 3, 5, 2. Course 3, 5, 2. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 4, 9. Range 200 yards. Bearing steady. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 3, 5, 1. Range 200 yards. Bearing steady.
New course.
Oh, Julie!
3, 5, 1. Aye, sir.
Thank you very much for the biddies. Yeah, yesterday it was all sorts of shit just went wrong. Holy shit.
Bearing 3, 5.
I gotta pause the game. Holy crap. First off, let's get rid of the countdown timer. So my birthday was yesterday, Julie, just so you know. We did a run on to buy an electric blanket, wearable electric blanket. Let me see. I'll show you what it looks like. A wearable electric blanket, and it looks like, where the hell did I put that? Right there. So it looks just like this. I don't think the girl comes with it. We're going to wait and see what happens when the package gets here. But I purchased it yesterday, thanks to all the donations. And we'll see if the girl comes with it. We'll unbox it when it gets here. But I don't think it does. But it's electric. So you got like 8 different heat settings. It also zips up. So it zips up the legs, it zips up the chest. So for those cold winter nights, which are rapidly approaching, I think last night it got down to 20. It was cold last night. It was definitely cold. Tonight, it's supposed to get down to 25, and then tomorrow gets down to 24. But it's going to be a high of 56 today. So it'll warm right the hell up. But anyway, that's what we got. We've purchased it. It should be in Friday according to Amazon, but they always screw that up. So most likely it's not going to be here till over the weekend. And we'll do a live unboxing. Probably not Sunday if it shows up over the weekend. I'll probably do it Monday. What's that? That's 15C is what? Like 30... Oh, that's 60 degrees. That's about what it is here. 6 degrees Fahrenheit. So, anyway. All right. Back to the game. Back to the game. Let's try to sink this. The problem is this sub is so deep.
1. Last range, 200 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 358, range, 100 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead, 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 027, range from Bloodhound.
Supposedly 027, so somewhere right there. Come on, pick it up.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 153, range, 100 yards from Bloodhound.
153? Oh, that's because it already passed us.
Sonar, this is the captain. Investigate ARC 091218.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 156, range, 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Investigating arc 091 through 181. Aye, sir.
So it's behind us
Bloodhound,
now.
this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 155, range, 200 yards from Bloodhound.
So we're going to back over it.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 092, range, 100 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines stop.
All engines stop.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 006, range.
Thank you,
300
Shuli.
yards from Bloodhound.
All right, now it should be in front of us.
All engines ahead, 1/3.
All engines ahead, 1/3. Aye, sir.
And let's see what direction it's going. 258.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing, 06.
Oh my God, Baker?
Range,
Really?
6,600 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Baker, last known bearing, 061. Range, 6,600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 001, range, 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Hockey reporting.
Hockey,
Bloodhound,
this is
this is
Bloodhound.
Maple. Maple
Maneuver
now
to
has
new
sonar
station.
contact. Able, bearing, 004, range, 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to new station.
Maple, reporting.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 003. Range.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 010. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to station. Bearing 003. Range 5,000 yards from guide.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 017. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 024. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 057. Last range 6,300 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 026. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar. Fire 1, Captain. Perform active search. 337 2067. Active search. 337 through 067. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing
Fire
027. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 057. Range 6,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 303 through 033.
Combat.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 027.
Fire
Range
3.
100 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 025. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 2. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 343. Range from Bloodhound.
Fire 3. Fire 1. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead, 1/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing
Fire
211. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 214.
Fire
Range
3.
200 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 1662256.
Active search 166 through 256. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 217. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines back full.
All engines back full. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 221. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Well, we're keeping this guy down. I just got to get Baker. You gotta kill Baker up
Bloodhound,
here.
this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 249, range, 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Antler taking station.
Hockey reporting.
Antler reporting.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 357, range, 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 014. Range 7,200 yards from guide.
Roger. Antler maneuvering to station bearing 014. Range 7,200 yards from guide.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Take new station.
Bloodhound, this is Maple.
convoy
Maple
screen.
now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 012, range, 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Hockey taking station.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 000. Range 3,900
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 015, range, 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to station bearing 000. Range 3,900 yards from guide.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 017, range, 1,100 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines
Stand
ahead
by to fire.
1/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 017, range, 1,200 yards from Bloodhound.
New course 017. Course 017. Aye, sir. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Sonar, combat. Investigate arc 260 through 3.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 015, range, 1,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 015. Range 1,100 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 015. Last range 1,000 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 014, range, 900 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc 330 through 060.
There's just so much
Sonar
going
eye.
on.
All engines ahead.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 014. Range 700 yards.
All right, 014.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Still at a deep depth.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 013. Range 500 yards. Weak propeller noise.
All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 010. Range 200 yards. Contact decreasing depth. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 000. Last range 100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 340, range, from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Deep pattern. All engines back 2/3.
All engines back 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing, 218, range, 100 yards, from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able, bearing 328, range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Able. Bearing 344. Range 100 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 003. Range 300 yards. Bearings drifting right. Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 014. Range 500 yards. Contact decreasing depth. Stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
So that's Mountie. He just went in for an attack.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 020. Range 700 yards. Contact decreasing depth.
Light damage. See, I don't know. I don't understand how he can fucking hit him.
Able. Now bears 0, 1.
And I tried to do it, and I
9,
can't hit
range
shit.
700 yards. Contact decreasing depth.
Decreasing depth. So that means it's coming more shallow.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 018. Range 800 yards. Weak propeller noise.
New course 018. Course 018. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able.
All right, he's coming
now
back in
bears
for another
019. Range 900 yards. Estimated depth deep. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 017. Range 800 yards. Bearing steady.
Bridge. Port lookout. Floating debris. Bearing 017.
Okay, so he did damage. He's got debris now. There's debris right there.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now
So is
bears
that
0
possibility?
17. Range 800 yards. Estimated depth deep. Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 018. Range 800 yards. Contact decreasing depth. All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Decreasing depth.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 018.
Range 800 yards. Strong propeller noise. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 020. Range 600 yards. Bearing steady. New course 020. Course 020. Aye, sir.
Near hits.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 2, 3. Range 400 yards. Bearing steady.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple made a depth charge attack on contact. Able. Unknown results.
Combat sonar. Contact. Able. Now bears 0, 3, 5. Range 100 yards. Wake on left cut. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 0, 3,
Fire
5. Last range 100 yards.
Fire 2. All engines ahead 1. Fire 3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 198. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Ready, Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 201. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard.
The enemy is retreating. All escorts, return to formation and resume sonar responsibility.
Well, we won again. We didn't sink them, but we kept them from doing damage, and that's half the battle right there. There we go. Yeah, I got a C. I got one ship that was lost. I didn't sink any U-boats. I didn't rescue any survivors either. So, well, you know, this is what you wear when you're not under general quarters. And then you got to wear the combat helmet when you're at general quarters. It's just the way it goes. You know, because there might be shrapnel that'll hit you in the head, even though they never really protected you from shrapnel. So, I'm going to go watch some more Greyhound and maybe get a few more tips on this game. But so far, I don't know. It's not bad. It's very intensive. We could start a career. After the last battle of each mission, your performance will be evaluated. Each mission consists of several battles against U-boats attacking your convoy. Once you complete the final mission, the commander will decide what happens next for your career. So, maybe it isn't one of those. See, I thought it was, it just got increasingly hard to do. So, maybe we'll do the career mode next. As soon as I get down how to depth charge a fucking submarine. God damn. I mean, that's not easy, guys. It's not easy. But anyway, that's been Destroyer, the U-Boat Hunter. A lot of fun there. I do enjoy the game. There is another game that I play called Wolfpack. Yeah. And they're coming out with a PvP version of it where you will also be able to play the frigates and try to sink the U-boats, as well as the people who are actually in the U-boats trying to sink the convoy. So, yeah. There is nobody streaming this game. I got one person. LDE is playing Broken Arrow. I think we'll go raid LDE because he's a great guy. He raids me with like 20 to 30 people at times. He's a pretty big streamer, so I like to raid him back when he does raid me. So he's got 11 people watching. He's playing Broken Arrow. That's another fun game. I know they've been having issues with it, but hopefully maybe restart movie. They're getting it fixed. So we're going to go ahead and raid that guy. LDE. Yes, so Shuli, we are going to play Starship Troopers Extermination tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you want to get in on it, by all means, let me know or jump in the game and we'll get you into the squad. Yes, tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's 7 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. We'll play for 2 hours only. That's it. 2 hours. It just gives some of these guys that are on the East Coast a chance to get home, get dinner cooked and get settled in, get their kids off to bed, and then they'll be able to jump in the game and play along with us. So, Starship Troopers tonight. We'll be wearing a different helmet then. I'm Captain Adonis, guys. Thanks so much for coming. Don't forget, hit that follow button for me if you would, if you haven't already. And go to my YouTube channel. The link's down in the description down below. And hit that subscribe button for me. It really helps out the channels. The more people that follow and subscribe, the more my channels go out to other people. So, yep. Let's do that. I'm Captain Adonis. I'm out.
Airstrike complete. Egress route set.